want to really live a very powerful and energetic life almost every moment of your life, please raise your hands. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And how many of you want to really go through this journey of life, celebrating every moment that you live? Raise your hands, please. Thank you very much. Friends, I Dr. Arunaagiri, welcome you all for this, my favorite seminar on this topic called as the Pyramid of Mastery of Life. At the onset, I want to acknowledge each one of you present here and those people viewing this video, because you viewing this video or attending this particular seminar tells me one thing, that you are a success conducive individual who belong to the top 10% of the world's population who are interested in really understanding life and taking your life to the next level. And the rest of the 90% of the world's population, according to research, really do not invest their resources of time, effort and money on the most important asset that every human being is blessed with. That is, who? Our own self. Okay? So may I request you all to do one thing, even those people who are watching this video, can you please raise your hands up, turn it around and really acknowledge yourself. Really acknowledge yourself by saying that, take your name and say, I am really proud of myself, really proud of myself. Yeah, thank you very much, thank you. We can do one thing further. If you are sitting with your colleagues, you can raise your hand on the side like this and acknowledge your partner or a buddy and say, boss, I'm really proud of you because you're an awesome person. You're an awesome person. You're an awesome person. Yeah, really. Even if you, as people who are watching this video, if you're sitting with somebody, just acknowledge them, because these two habits which you just did, of one of acknowledging yourself, one is acknowledging the others, are the two most success conducive habits that any human being can have. And I really tell you, this is one of the ways of really energizing yourself and focusing your mindset on positives, on the word positives in life, positives in life. Okay, friends, what I'm going to teach you today is the pyramid of mastery of life. Actually, if I can also add here mastery of life, which is what we are all blessed with. How many of you would agree that we are really fortunate to have been given birth in this world as a human being? How many of you agree with me? Yeah, really need to appreciate this, that we have been given a human form. Out of this 85 lakh different species, each of us here and those people who are watching this video, you have been given a human form, human birth, which itself is a very, very big gift that God has given you. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, I really want you to really acknowledge this and feel happy about it. Be happy about it. Okay, and what we are going to see today is a pyramid of mastery of life. Friends, what I want to cover in the next 1 hour in our interaction today, what I want to cover with you is, we as human beings have been given this brilliant human life, but unfortunately we have not been given the working manual of how to live this life in its total brilliance. So this small 1 hour seminar would give you some insight into how to use or how to live this particular human life to the maximum. It will be like a working manual which you can refer to throughout your life, so that whenever in the ups and in the challenges of the world, in this life, you can always re-energize yourself and reboot yourself. What's the word? Reboot yourself, so that you are able to celebrate life every moment of your life. That's what is my intention. Friends, can I say a little bit about my own self? Friends, it has been my pleasure. I've been training for the last almost 25 years. In this last 25 years, I've taken more than 10,000 such seminars. More than 1 lakh people I've addressed across India and abroad. And my mission as a trainer is to empower and enable every human being whom I train, to help them remove their self-created barriers and thereby help the participants to live a more powerful, purposeful and happy life. This is what is my mission as a trainer. And for this, I have been very blessed to have been trained by some of the best in the world, right from Sri Ruchi Prabhakar, who was my guru, who taught me inner engineering. Then I've been very fortunate to be trained by Mr. Apuresh Acharya, who brought Dale Carnegie's leadership course to India. Then I've had brilliant teachers like Anthony Robbins, Blair Singer, T. R. Wicker, Robert Kiyosaki. These are some of the brilliant people who have really taught me and helped me to be who I am. And then we have had landmark education, Siddha Samadhi Yoga. There are various programs which I have been fortunate enough to attend, learn, practice and teach. Because one good thing has happened in my life is whatever program I did, over a period of time, I also became a teacher of those programs. And as you will all appreciate, that one of the best way of learning is to teach. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. You learn to teach. The more you teach, the more you learn. So I've been very, very fortunate to be that. And as I've been telling in the past as well, one of my mission, and the reason why I want to learn from the best and give it to especially the entrepreneurs and youth to India is because of my mission to make India into the golden land again. Okay? As you all friends know, that our country, the not too distant past, was called as the Suni Khichdi of the world. Just 300 years back, we were contributing to more than 1/3 of the world's economy. The entire world wanted to do business with us. Every country, single country in the world wanted to come to India to do business. And in fact, I always say this, who discovered America? Columbus, right? But Columbus set sail for which country? He wanted to come to India. He lost track and he landed to a place called America, and America got discovered. So isn't it true that America got discovered because of my motherland? How many of you agree with me? Yeah, it's a truth. But then what happened? Then we were subjugated by the Britishers. Okay, and the Britishers, friends, did one thing which very consciously, in order to subjugate us, they destroyed our educational, cultural, and the social system. And their objective was to make the natives believe that everything English is good, and they wanted to dent our self-esteem, lose our own self-esteem and self-confidence. That was their strategy, as propounded by Lord Macaulay in the year 1835, which is historically a fact. I want to ask you, did they succeed in doing that? Yes, that's what they did. So one of the reasons why I am into training, my friends, even though I have a very successful industry of my own, is to rebuild this most important thing called as self-esteem in our people, especially the youth and the entrepreneurs, so that we can once again create the golden land that our country was. How many of you would be interested in that? Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the reasons why I'm into training, and I really thank all of you who are here, plus the people who are watching this video, for giving me this opportunity to share my convictions, because I for one believe that a person's achievement in life is directly proportional to his self-concept. It's a word? Self-concept. Yeah. The more, if you have a self-belief, self-confidence, self-concept, then nobody can stop you. And if your self-concept is low, if your self-belief is low, your self-worth is low, then automatically your achievement in the external world will also be proportional to that level. So in all my training programs, I always start with this: how we can build and raise our self-concept to a high level. Okay, during the journey of your life, yes, there will be instances where you will be faced with challenges, where you will face failures, you will make mistakes. But it all depends upon how you face those challenges, how you take those mistakes, how you take those failures. If you take it in a positive way, I promise you, you will be able to overcome any of the challenges that happens in your life, and you can keep your self-concept or a self-belief on a high level, so that even I can achieve anything in life. How many of you would be interested in that? Thank you very much. So friends, with this short thing, let me get you into this pyramid of mastery of life. And this pyramid of mastery of life has got the following different segments. Okay, the lowermost segment, this is actually you can take it as a big triangle, and the first portion of this is called as the what is it? Physical body. Okay. For anyone to really live an extraordinary life, I want you to get present to that physical body is very important. This physical body which we are born with, which is actually a miracle, is your vehicle in the journey of life. Okay, the quality of your journey would depend upon the quality of this vehicle. How many of you agree with me? Okay, if you maintain this well, if you understand the various dimensions of this physical body, how it is made, how it is structured, and if you keep it with a high energy and vitality, automatically your journey of life will be better. You can achieve everything else on the basis of how well you have maintained your physical body. So physical body is very, very essential. So the first fundamental foundation, that's why it's been given the largest space in this entire pyramidical structure of success in life, is the physical body. Okay. In this physical body, I wanted to tell you, my friends, three things. One is your posture, your movement, how you move this physical body, and it also, the third aspect which is very, very important, is called as how energetic you keep it. How energetic you keep it. Now, if it's this energy would directly depend upon how well you are able to breathe. So, physical body, I would like to share with you all, my friends, these three dimensions. One is your posture, second is your movement, and third is your breathing or energy. Okay. First and foremost thing, my friend, we as human beings, the moment you are able to keep your body erect, okay, automatically you will be able to breathe better. Automatically you will feel more power. In fact, I just want all of you to just experiment it. I want to just keep your body like this, crouching forward like this, crouching like this, and try to speak now. Please try to speak. Does your voice comes with power? Are you able to breathe deeply? Your breathing is very shallow. Because your breathing is very shallow, you don't feel that power because you don't have energy. The same thing if you just keep your body erect, and a little bit with the sternum up, and now when you speak, there's more power because you're able to breathe more. Remember, you're breathing from your diaphragm, not from the top portion of your lungs. Remember friends, 85% of the people in this world use only about 15% of their lung capacity. Only 15% lung capacity. Because of which, automatically, you don't really feel energetic. Okay? So it's always very important to breathe very deeply. And when you breathe deeply, automatically you'll feel more energy. Okay? I always say these three words, always breathe slowly, fully, and smoothly. And if you can consciously remember these three words and breathe deeply, you'll suddenly feel that your energy is higher. And for you to breathe deeply, you need to keep your postures properly. If you stoop like this, automatically you are contorting your lungs. So just keep your shoulders wide apart, back straight, and try to breathe in. Okay? That's what will make your physical body important. Second is when you keep yourself erect. Spinal cord erect, which is again a spinal cord again is a very, very important organ of the body. A spinal cord is, our erect spinal cord gives us a lot of benefits. And when you walk also, automatically you feel that power in your walk. I don't say being stiff, but just walking with your back straight, sternum up, you're able to breathe deeper, you're able to have more power, and you'll also be able to be more energetic. How many of you can feel that? Yeah. So that's the first thing about the physical body, because physical body, which is something which you need to take care of with conscious effort, Even it's very important that what type of food you intake. Many of the food that we take are not giving you energy, they are sucking away the energy. Okay? So it's very, very important that you are very careful about what you ingest into this body. Well, this body is a miracle, absolutely. If you can just imagine about number of chemicals this human body of ours produce. It's like a chemical factory. Hundreds of chemicals are produced in this body. So many processes happen almost every day. Your heart beats 24/7, 365 days without ever stopping. Your kidneys, they do the cleaning and excretory process 24/7, 365 days, almost faultlessly. Even if one of them go away, your entire body goes for a toss. How many of you agree with me? So I really want you to get present to that. This miraculous physical body which God has blessed you with, it's our duty to keep it well nourished by ensuring that you consume the right food, breathe deeply. One more thing is drink a lot of water, because what percentage of our water is body is water? Almost 90%, 85 to 90%. So when water is what you're made up of, it's very essential that you continuously keep on drinking water to keep yourself hydrated. And really, very frankly, many people don't drink water, and they they drink all this soda and all these aerated drinks, which is definitely not good for your physical body. So friends, remember, breathing, water and nutritious food is what is going to help you to keep your physical body intact. And as I told you, consciously ensure that you have a very positive physical posture and movement. Moment you walk with that spinal cord erect and with the shoulder apart, you automatically feel that confidence. In fact, I always believe, as a trainer or a coach, when we teach people about public speaking, we tell them how to stand. Stand with your legs apart to the shoulder height. Okay. Keep your body relaxed. Spinal cord erect. Chest back. Shoulder straight. And then when you speak, automatically you'll be able to automatically see confidence and power flowing in you. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, this is one of the first things which I have wanted to, friends, share with you. The second one, friends, which is the second layer of our pyramid to master your life, is called as emotion. What's the word? Emotion, and also it's called as emotion, and there's also a small word called as meaning. I really want you to get present to this. It's very, very important. Okay. The second important portion which you need to master in your journey to ensure that you are able to live every moment of your life with a lot of joy and pleasure is your emotion. Remember, friends, emotion is nothing but energy in motion. But I want you to get present to that, that we as human beings, are we a logical being or an emotional being? Emotional. We are absolutely emotional being. Okay? As I have been telling you in the past also, if you actually see, let me take you back to this structure of the brain. Okay. Our brain has got two portions. What are they? One is the right and left is one, but more than that is no. Conscious brain and subconscious brain. Okay. What percentage of our brain is conscious brain? About 10%. Okay. And what percentage is subconscious? Yeah, almost 90% is your subconscious brain. Okay. This conscious brain is also called as, it's called the logical brain, and your subconscious brain is called as the emotional brain. Emotional brain. Why is it called and out of these two, conscious brain works for what time? How much time? As long as we are awake. Whereas your subconscious brain, it works 24/7, 365 days. Okay, that's why it's been very, very powerful. And even if you talk in terms of right from your birth, your subconscious brain is being active and being programmed since when? Even when you were in your mother's womb, even at that time, whatever was the environment, conversation going on was conditioning yours. The subconscious brain has been working there. And what does it contain, my friends? It contains your memories, your experiences, and also your, one more very important thing, your beliefs. I really want to get present to this. This is called as the emotional brain. The emotional brain. This is the emotional brain. And I'll tell you why these memories, these experiences, these beliefs, how did they get embedded in your subconscious mind? Does all your experiences get embedded into your subconscious mind? Not necessary, no. Only some of your experiences are entrenched or embedded into your subconscious brain. Which are they? You'll get an idea from this particular word. One which has got a high emotion. One which has got a very high emotion. Those are those experiences and those memories which have got embedded in that. Like, you had in your childhood, you had a very happy moment. Your father purchased for you a cycle, or they gave you a new dress, and you felt very happy about it. That memory is etched there. Or there was a time when somebody scolded you, or somebody humiliated you in front of others. Those are the things which are etched here, because they are all laced with emotions. And again, why did that become emotional for you is what is important from that perspective of what I'm talking about. Emotional or meaning. Remember, friends, two human beings may go through the same experience. But for one, he may just be able to pass through it. But for the other person, may take it very, 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 very seriously and deeply, because that is what is the meaning that he's giving. Like, a teacher may scold two children, but one may take it to his heart, and the other may just let it pass by. That's why it all depends upon what meaning you are giving to those experiences. Okay, if you are able to give a meaning of empowerment, then you may grow from that experience. But if you give a meaning of detrimental thing, then that may become a very negative thing for your life. So remember, we human beings are a meaning-making machine. It's a word. We are meaning-making machines. It all depends upon what meaning you assigned to various experiences of life. That's why they say, today's world, a person becomes successful depend upon his emotional maturity. What's the word? Emotional maturity. Emotional maturity means what? Like, you have experiences in life, and you cannot control what other people do for you or tell you. But if you are able to see objectively what others are saying without taking it very personally, you will be able to pass through the experiences very, very easily. So friends, this is what I wanted to get present to the earth. That's why this particular second layer of the pyramid is very, very crucial. Like, if you are not able to manage your emotions well, then every experience in your life may take you back. Like they say, we are an emotional being and we are a meaning-making machine. If every experience you give it a negative color, then what's going to happen to you? You're going to become negative, absolutely. Whereas if every experiences, you are able to give it a positive focus. As to what is it I can learn from this? Like failure, if you see the failure, the full form of failure is first attempt in learning. Every failure, every mistake, you can look at it as an opportunity for you to learn. And from that learning, you move forward. Whereas some other person may feel that every mistake is a doom, because of which If you start thinking that, I should never make mistakes in life, and if I make a mistake, I'll be punished, or I'll go down in the eyes of other people. Automatically, you would avoid making mistakes, because of which you will not move forward. Like, let me tell you very frankly, my friends, why our educational system, current academic formal education system, is not very powerful, is because what does our formal education system tell the students? Not to make mistakes. Okay? Every mistake is punished. Whereas if the right education should be, yes, make mistakes, learn from it, don't repeat it. Make new mistakes, but don't repeat the same mistake, and from every mistake you learn. That's what comes from your emotional maturity. Friend, let me tell you, this entire human race, how has it really progressed? It has progressed only by making mistakes. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. Learning from it, absolutely. What did Thomas Alva Edison say? How many times did he try to invent bulb?
1,000 times, and no, it cannot be done.
Yeah. So what he said?
That's he said.
How many times did he fail?
More than 1,000.
Yeah, he said, now I know 1,000 times, 1,000 ways in which an electric bulb should not be manufactured. Okay. And then he came out with 1,001 time when he actually made it. So for him, those mistakes were not something to go back on, not to give a meaning of failure, or failure in the sense, or a step down. For him, every failure was a step up. So this is what successful people are made up of. Okay, what meaning do you give to experiences of your life? Okay, what emotion do you bring it to it? So if you are able to manage that, that's why today they say that emotional adaptability and emotional resilience are two most important qualities of every successful person. I mean, if you agree with me, raise your hands. Yeah. And what does both these things mean? It's about how you interpret the various experiences of your life in a positive, progressive, empowering manner. Okay? That's what is the second important dimension of this pyramid for being successful in life. Okay? Now after this, friends, comes the next one, called as relationships. What's the word? Yeah. The third area of constant growth for an extraordinary life is called as relationship. Remember, the happiness of a person, of any person in this world, is directly proportional to the harmonious relationship that he has with near and dear people. Absolutely, very good. That's right. It all depends upon the relationship that I have. You're right, with myself, with my immediate family, and my immediate close people. Okay. Otherwise, I may have all the money in the world, but if I don't have harmonious and a conducive relationship with myself, my family, and my friends, what's going to happen? All the money, is it worth it? Okay. How many of you must have seen, a lot of people have got a lot of money, but still they lead a very isolated, lonely, sad, depressive life. How many of you agree with me? That's because they don't have relationship. Of course, I want you to get present to this, that your ability to have harmonious and good relationship would depend upon your way you manage your emotion. If you are able to manage your emotions well, you will be able to have a better relationship. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. So that's why they're all, it is in this order which I am talking to you about. Okay. Because without emotional management, emotional maturity, or how you are giving meaning to various experience of life, you cannot have relationship. Like otherwise, in our life, everybody of us, if the family members or with your friends, there may be instances where somebody may on the run tell you something, but if you interpret it wrongly, if you give it a wrong meaning, and you make it very emotional or negative connotation, what will happen? Your relationship are going to be strained, and that strained relationship is going to is a result of this your emotional maturity. Okay, so this again is all of them are correlated. Remember, if you are physically not fit, can you emotionally be stable? If your body is always giving you a lot of trouble, pain, ache, okay, in that situation, how is your emotion going to be?
You are occupied with self only.
You are occupied with, and you are physically so much drained, you are so much in pain, like you are emotionally automatically going to be weak. How many of you agree with me? Because if you are emotionally weak, automatically your relationship is going to be also be weak. So they are all interrelated and interdependent. Okay, that is the third point which I wanted to term. And the fourth layer of this, my friends, is called as time. What's the word? Time. Time. Because remember, all of us have got limited time. How many of you agree with me? Time is one thing which, if it once goes away, cannot be retrieved again. Time is the most important possession in the world. Okay. So now, how you use time is going to be very important. This is where the word, how do you prioritize, is important. Can you manage time? Can you manage time? I want to ask you this question. Friends, can you manage time? Very good. Allocate, or what's the right word? Can we ever manage time? This is a wrong misnomer. Brilliant. Give a big hand to him. Absolutely right. This is about prioritization. Because time is continuously keeping on flowing. And everybody has got the same amount of time. But what you can do is you can prioritize yourself. So it's more about, not about time management. It's about, it's about self-management. Time management is the wrong word. It's about self-management, as you already said, through the process called as prioritization. I have to have, like all of you here in this room, all those people who are watching your video, you are now, not that, this particular talks, information has come in Times of India. Thousands of people must have heard about it, but still, a few of you are present here, because you know the importance of prioritizing yourself and being present here. You are watching this video, you have prioritized and taken out your time and watching something which may be able to make your life more extraordinary. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, you could have as well as gone and seen some third-rate movie, or just whiled away by chit-chatting, or just backbiting about somebody else. But it all depends upon how well you prioritize your priorities by self-management. That's what is going to give you a mastery over your life. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. So this is again a very, very crucial thing, because time waits for no one. Time and tide waits for no one. Time is a finite thing. All of us have a very, very finite time in this world. In this finite time, what you accomplish depends upon what you prioritize on. In this time allocated to you, how much satisfaction, fulfillment, joy you achieve depends upon how you prioritize. What are you giving importance to? In 24 hours, all of us have got 24 hours, but there are people who do physical fitness. They do 1 hour of exercises. They do meditation. They do prayer. They eat food at the right time. They spend time with their families. They spend time with their friends to improve their social connection. They do social work. All this they are able to do it. But on the other hand, there are some people who spend all their time only for earning money, or all their time whiling away without doing anything productive. Even though God has been a democrat by giving everybody the same thing, each person uses the time, the most important resource in this life, in different manner. And as a consequence, what happens to him? He has a different experience, fulfillment, and achievements in life. How many of you agree with me? Yeah? So that's what is important. So that's the fourth important dimension this time. So we have covered till now what? First one is physical body. okay, where I talked to you about energy, the movement, and the body posture. We talked about emotion, where we talked about the meaning that you give and how you are able to be emotionally matured. Third one is, I can't hear you, relationships. Okay, how harmonious relationship you can build with yourself, your family, your friends, and the nearby people. And fourth one is the time. Okay, now fifth one is what is called as your work, career, mission. The next step is dealing with your work, career, and mission. Now friends, I want you to get present to this. Again is very, very crucial. Here again it depends upon how you look at this. Okay. Now I want to ask you this. Your career or your work or your mission, all these three words are synonymous. Normally people go to their work or they pursue their career for doing what? Generally. Only for making money. Okay. Now I really want you to get present to that. That's why this is very, very crucial. This understanding of this particular step or पड़ाव बहुत important है. अगर आप काम पे जाओगे सिर्फ पैसे कमाने के लिए, if you are going to work only to do only one thing, to make money, to make your two ends meet, will you be able to really contribute? Or will you be able to be fulfilled? Or will you be happy? Or will you be successful? Or will you touch excellence? Right? I really want you to get present to this. Okay? When I look at my work, when I look at my career, only from this point of view that what am I going to get from this? How much money am I going to make out of this? If my motive is only money making, to make my two ends meet, will I be able to do justice to my work and career? Will I progress? Will I touch excellence? Absolutely. So I really want you to get present to your work is your self-expression. Okay. Your career is a way of making a difference to the world. Your mission is to make a difference to the world and contribute to the world. Okay. If you will look at your work as a way of making a difference and contributing to the work, what will happen to your work? Will your work be effortful or effortless? It will become effortless. Because when I love doing what I'm doing, okay, I'm not doing it only for making money. Like otherwise, what happens? People go to work at 9 o'clock till 5 o'clock. Constantly they are looking at what? The watch. They're waiting for the 5 o'clock to happen so that they can go back. It's as if at 9 o'clock they have entered into a jail and they have to be there till about 5 o'clock to spend the time before they get free. Whereas a person who looks at his work as a form of self-expression, of contributing something to the world, making a difference in this world, for him, how does that 9 to 5 pass? It happens like this. Yeah. Before he even knows when the 5 o'clock has happened. And he says, he feels short of time. If he says, boss, it is effortless. So that's what is the important thing about this work. Understand you look at your work as your expression, contribution to the world. You will not really be happy about what you're doing. Okay? That's why these three words are very synonymous. Work, career, mission. That's why you choose a work which gives you that juice of happiness, the fulfillment, the joy. Because let me tell you very frankly, my friends, doing the work itself is a fulfillment. The happiness is there in the work itself. The reward is there in the work itself, not at the end of it. In doing itself, I am enjoying. Like for me, my training, my teaching, my passion. I want to make a difference to people. Maybe contribute something which I have learned from my teachers and masters. So that maybe I am just a work in progress. Maybe I can just contribute to some lives and make a difference. My mission of making my country back into golden land, okay, You may say, okay, just by addressing seminar, how will you do it? Maybe I may, out of the hundreds of people who might touch upon, even if about 10 of them pick it up and they pass it on to other people, this spark over a period of time may be able to achieve the mission which I am living for. It may not happen in my lifetime, but it can. How many of you agree with me? Yeah, that's exactly what this work, career and mission means. Okay, this again is very, very important, my friends. And friends, the topmost portion is called as your contribution, your celebration, and now here it is called as contribution. Next word is called as celebration, and also it's called as your spiritual expression. Okay. Because what it means is, for you to really reach this top level of accomplishment and realization really happens when you are in the state of contribution, in the state of celebration, in the state of being in touch with your spirit. But I for one strongly believe that we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. We are not human beings. We are not only human beings with a spiritual experience. It is the other way around. We are actually spiritual beings embodied in this body and living our life to celebrate and to make a difference. So this last important, the peak of this particular pyramid is called as the peak of contribution, which we saw here from your work. It's also about celebration. It's all about celebration. And here, friends, I wanted to get present to our great Indian ancient wisdom. You know, many times when I go abroad and talk about this in India, why your country has got too many festivals? Your country has got too many holidays. They don't realize, you know, our ancient ancestors were very, very clever people. All these different festivals that we celebrate throughout the year, basically uska maqsad kya hai? To celebrate. No, we started with Ganpati, then we have got Navratri, then we got Diwali, then we got Padwa, then we got Pongal, we got Holi. Okay, so if you see continuously, we have got different festivals. Each of them is an occasion for what? To celebrate our life, to be more joyous. Let me tell you, my friends, as I told you, this particular pyramid is ultimately given for you to celebrate every moment of your life. If you can live your life moment to moment, relishing every moment and enjoying them and celebrating that you are alive, that's what is the purpose of life. The celebration is not once in a year. The celebration is not, once in a month. Celebration is not there on the weekdays. Every day, every moment is your celebration. How many of you agree with me? Turn to your partner and give him a high five and say, boss, I'm going to celebrate every moment. Come on, everybody do that. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, absolutely. You need to have the spirit. Those people who are watching the video, if you've got some neighbor, just give him a high five and say, boss, I'm going to celebrate every moment of my life. And you have an option, you have a choice. Unfortunately, people are very grim, they're very serious, they're very significant, they're very small, they're very solo. And they feel that, if I show too much of happiness, people will try to fleece me or take away something from me. That's a stupidity. Actually, the true meaning of life is to celebrate every moment. You can be happy for no reason. Can you all repeat that, please?
You can be happy for no reason.
Yeah, you don't have to have reasons to be happy. You can be happy for no reason. So normally people feel that there has to be a reason for people to be happy. That is stupid. Depending upon external factors. You can be happy for just being alive. Every day morning, as soon as you get up and you say, oh wow, I'm alive today. That's a cause for Celebration. Absolutely, celebration. I'm able to walk today. I'm able to talk today. I'm able to breathe today. That itself is a cause for celebration. How many of you agree with me? Yeah. There are so many people in the hospital if you go down. People are struggling today. They're having so many ailments. Compared to them, you're so very fortunate. Why can't we celebrate that? Okay? And celebrate them and think about contributing and touching your spiritual being. Spiritual being. Friends, whenever you do something good for others, whenever you give something without expecting back, what happens to you? When do you really feel happy? Do you feel happy when you take things? Or when you give things, you'll be happy? How many of you agree with me? Raise your hands. Absolutely. Right? And when you give something to somebody and you have made a difference to him, what happens to you internally? You feel expanded. You feel expanded. You know what gets expanded? Huh? Emotion means what? Spirit. Yeah, spirit has got infinite capacity. Sometimes when you are thinking only about I, me, myself, you are making your spirit small. The moment when you start giving to others, contributing to others, making a difference, then you feel expanded. Okay? And that expanded feeling is because you are nourishing or you are feeding or you are nurturing what? Your spirit. Yeah, you feel expanded because of that spirit. The spirit gets expanded because spirit gets expanded, doesn't get expanded by monetary things. Like you have got 10 houses in Bombay, 20 houses in Bombay, you got crores of rupees in the bank. Does the spirit feel expanded? No. But if you go and do to somebody on the road without knowing that fellow will not be able to do something back to you. When you give to somebody else without expecting them to give back something to you, what do you feel? And the pleasure leads to what? You feel expanded. Expanded. Right? That's what your spirit craves for. What's the word? That's what it craves for. Unfortunately, because of our wrong conditioning, and by wrong way of, the way we have been taught, nurtured, educated, conditioned, we feel that, by taking in you will be happy. The true thing is, the more you give, the more you can give. And you can give by, in terms of 5 T's. You can give by touch, you can give by time, you can give by your treasure, you can give by your thoughts, or you can also give by your talent. Okay? Not necessarily that, you have to only give money. Sometimes you can just give time. Like one of the reasons why I continuously keep on giving this health talk is maybe somebody who looks at this talks in the YouTube, make it one point which can maybe elevate him, taking him away from the challenges of life and making him more stronger. So don't ever think that, only if you have a very big platform, you can make a difference. You can make a difference at any level. At your home level, at your building level, at your neighboring level, at your city level, state level, and then nation level, and the universe level. Don't wait for a very big opportunity for you to make a difference. Start with those small acts of kindness which can make a difference to this world. Small acts of kindness, of contribution, of spiritual growth and celebration can make a huge difference. How many of you agree with me? And that's what we human beings are actually made for. So friends, in this pyramid of growth, or 7 dimensions or areas of life, which if you can really focus on, starting from your physical body, take care of the energy by managing the way you breathe, the amount of water you drink, the type of food you eat, body posture, the body movement. Okay. Second one is manage your emotion. Emotion is what? Energy in motion. Be very careful about what meaning are you giving to the various experiences of life. Okay. अपना चाबी किसी और को मत देना. लोग क्या करते हैं, you know, हमारा चाबी दूसरे किसी को दे के रखते हैं. Like for example, if you are driving a car, suddenly somebody somebody cuts you. Suddenly people do what? They start following him, you know, open the window and just abusing him. That means what have you done? That means you have given your emotional key to somebody else. Or some madman will come and say something to you. Immediately say, "Tumne mere ko aisa bola," and I'll start losing my balance and start abusing with him. Okay, somebody has said something, you know. Maybe Baba is in a different mood. Yes. Yeah. You react and you give your keys to him, and that's where you lose your emotional balance. Okay. The third one is relationship. How do you manage your harmonious, happy relationship? Relationship is about, you know, giving trust, giving time, considering other person, being empathetic to him. Relationship is a responsibility. Okay? If I want a good relationship with my people, who's responsible? I have to be responsible towards him. I have to contribute to him. I have to give something. It's not that, you know, I want good friends in my life. So what should I do? First be? I should be a good friend. Brilliant. But normally people say what? I should get good friends. That will not happen on its own. First, you have to be a good friend. You have to be a good father to get a good son. You have to be a good husband to get a good wife. You have to be a good brother to get a good brothers and sisters. You have to be a good friend to get a good friend back. How many of you agree with me? So relationship is a responsibility. It's not a something which you can demand. Okay. Next one is time. We all have a limited time. Ensure that you are able to prioritize and self-manage yourself in order for you to really enjoy whatever time God has blessed you with. The next one is work, career and mission. Don't look at work as a means of earning money. Yes, money is important. Not that money can do everything, social work. Yes, but while doing it, that should not be the primary conditions. The primary viewpoint should be through my work, through my career, I fulfill my vision of making a difference to the world. It's a way of expressing myself. Next one is, of course, come from celebrating everything. Every moment of your life you need to celebrate by contributing and by making a difference to people and thereby having a spiritual growth. Okay. So friends, I really want all of you to really master the 7 areas of human life. Okay. And if you can remember this pyramid, starting from the base, going to the top, I promise you, each of us can really, truly celebrate this beautiful gift of human life which each one of us have got it. Okay. So I thank each one of you for your attention, for really being so participative in the entire discussion, and I really want you all to practice this, because I learned from some masters in the world, and this is a proven technology which we can all use it right from today in order for us to make the best use of our human life. So thank you, and God bless you all.